kaseɛ boy ɛyɛ Ecobank adaroma ɛna waso yasene ama yɛ de bro.
Yamama nyina kwa ba de ba ewia prem tebre kaseɛ boss wo UTV station ba kwa Ghana fo nyina agye atum ebraso sɛ kaseɛ boss mo fo wato ne bo ase wasem yesi nkonwa na afi ye de esom na wie nsem bi edi akotene ɛwɔ kaseɛ bom ya bete aniem dom kuma ye wo my Ghana mra hye bedwefie ka che Ghana ban se koko bo wontum mra 6000 Ghana cedis. Saso ena wo manfo ya wo ye concern small scale miners e won fifi mantemu culture Ghana ban se wo mo chan fine office excavators ordinance ato so no won hwese obetimi ejemu na afi wo de ahye wo mo ensa Dwadifo ye wo edu krom eno wo poye mantemu chese bremu de Ghana ban ayade sanse market ya tete na tete aprapansam no aban na to ne bo ase esiesie dia mo a wo mo kire wo mo eniso ene wiensem pina ka we hono yesi nkonwa yade enso medin ohene wa kese bo ahene frame garganto one lady africa se bo ne mu chemu eni dom kuma wa my Ghana mra hye bedwefie ka che Ghana ban se bra na oguso wo ye campaign e wa afiye twem ko to ne bo ase hye ba kese pa koko boto ba kwa ba ne ditodwa ya wo chese eye 3000 enso nyankopon ya dom na ye to aba de ma NDC amanyoko no behwe se wo betimi apagemu e de aba 6000 Ghana cedis eno na dom kuma ye wo my Ghana mra hye bedwefie ka che Ghana ban se nyame ya dom no wo tuma won hwe se bo no wo betimi aye ne sade amade hye
so hwe se say ama so hwe price e koroma da bia na ye hwe ebo wa ama ne de aba isikam e de be isikam a ye yura president say about 70% na 70% and ye hwe animu se ebo na wo ama so na 70% am fama wo na de wo mu no se amanyo se me ye amanyo se wo wunim se asema wo ka enye no kura adenti na okasa na otibi ka kire kura force da kura force 77 na do na ban asisi wo mo nso wunim se sa atam no am okasa asem no na sa abo de ma kura fo a na enye yi enu sunti ne yesu akire mu se na de teso dia omo se bo na aba no omo fama wo 6000 na omo kan
ban no e promises say obema kura fo 6000 cedis per bag e bi kura ka 7000 na de emfa ketwa no kura e wo no 6,000 per bag. Ya hwe ni mu afri January aba bepem samre ye hunu ya ho popo ye bia afi de ne atete ne se koko board mpanyimfo ene na mafiefie mu wo mo hyehyie akuafo se bo bia ye de be ma wo mu bia o mo nye eno na eyam hye ye ba edwin akuafo aba bedi ho nkomo ne ya kire akuafo se ye de 6,000 no a aban no ka so de be ma ye eno a eno mfa ema ye ye mpene tutu ye mpene no a
yes but say yankopon ya adom a August here era John Dramani Mahama oba boss kwa no be share ebo sa boss no a ye wura no mienu we so mo opposition mo ka kire yen say koko bo no MB Dramani sisi ye na no mo be nya sa key positions we dia ene fufo na tonkwam e dia kwa fo ye wa hafo ade de ya hwe ni mo ane say yes we nya bibia mo ase mo no ko no e di say o ma nya bibi ava ka ho kwa amaye a sa 6,000 7,000 ne die I want some to me the other. Am I?
The patron enter no more anya John say. Omo share boss say. Omo ba wombe my 6,000. Enti must say, Oma ba bet na so wie na for mo beda no manu aka say. Ye ne na share boss say be ma mo 6,000 na so ya de see e betimi. Enti aba ne say na so mo ne akuafo mo ani ya ni yie.
Enu koko ono a wo so betuma ma ye no. Ono na share ye bo. Ona share bo anyo bi na share no ento wakazu koko board ko di kana yi no ka se odi eza di na ba ba shemu dia iyo kwa for the enya dia ye ba ti asiama no ya ti asiama ne ti asiama ne kina ento wa ti ase bo che na wa che no so be ti su amaye
Oswafo ya wo hwenkita hodie wonsam so o my Ghana musam George na ekase ne dia wode to dwa se bremu de social media platform ya de TikTok woguso ya wone wo modi nkomo se ne be ya Ghana fo ai kase wo mo ye content creators ne betimi apata wo mo wode sansam wegina akoto dwa e wo aban kontebo adwubedi kese no ase
As part of our efforts to promote a safe, vibrant, and inclusive digital creative economy, I met with TikTok's West Africa Government Relations team on the 26th of June. Our discussions focused on enforcing age restrictions, safeguarding minors, and promoting responsible content development. I urged TikTok in that meeting to ensure fair compensation for Ghanaian content creators, and I also proposed the establishment of a local moderation and content governance team to reflect Ghana's value, protect our user rights, and support national regulatory expectations. I'm looking forward to the TikTok partnership with the ministry to provide capacity building for our content creators in the country on how best to monetize that platform for the benefit of Ghanaian content creators. That should happen in Q4 this year. The ministry has formally reopened engagements with PayPal to restore full access to its service for Ghanaian users. As of June 2025, PayPal's regional government relations team has issued Ghana a compliance roadmap outlining the technical, regulatory, and financial standards required for whitelist reinstatement. The ministry is working closely with the Bank of Ghana and other key stakeholders to fulfill these conditions and to ensure PayPal also meets the necessary requirements to operate in Ghana. This effort is a strategic priority to expand access to global digital payment platforms for freelancers, SMEs, startups, and the creative sector. Securing PayPal access will remove a long-standing barrier to participation in the global digital economy and expand financial inclusion and cross-border trade opportunities for millions of Ghanaians. We're working closely with the governor of the Bank of Ghana to ensure that PayPal is given access to our economy and our digital space. However, we'll insist that PayPal will comply with the regulations of the Bank of Ghana.
Jabo kesi akoso ankrapomponi mantem namsom ema Ghana Chamber of Commerce and Industry mpeni for their tuja watches wo mo ton sarfe nyuma hodo bia ye bie wo mai Ghana mu wo mo nyina nhyenhwe so adwene sane be ya eba ne dwadie mu nsem wo mai Ghana mu obetimi apem na akonenem.
Algeria and Ghana have a huge potential to develop business relations and trade and economic investment relations, and we are working together to achieve the objective of promoting and developing our business and trade relation. And the Intra-African Trade Fair 2025, which will be held in Algiers from the 4th to the 10th of September, is very good occasion for the Ghanaian, Algerian, and all the African business to meet together and explore those opportunities. Arrangements were taken by the organizers, the Secretariat of AFTA, the Afrexim Bank, and the Algerian government. We put on the table all the arrangement and the means to make this successful, so no barriers, and we, with our cooperation, with the effort of all of us, this event, this African event, Pan-African event, will be a success, hopefully.
Cecilia, I can say Africa Continental Free Trade Area, but we are leveraging on it. You bet to me a Juma and I be trade among ourselves. In Cecilia, we collaborate with Algiers in the upcoming event at ACO Algeria. Na all Africa, most African countries fair no, so that we will see how best able to me a trade among ourselves. When I talk about trade, mainly me who say yeah but at least business collaboration where you bring industry players and so you collaborate with them by establishing businesses both locally and even internationally here and there. Nina enune juma dia ewe yaniso ene. Yaniso adi wanna say. Senior Baya, ye bet to me who's Africa. We are not trading among ourselves. Obia sorry, I know call a crow for froso, a coffee fanioma. Into ye signing in an or see a kai say, ye mine, and ye dinia. It is a sea and ye so I didn't want to say. Then ye be first why ma Africa apostle. So we share the current president and our government and it's what I didn't want to say Senya Obia who say or mine be ya ne free industrialization or money be ya ne free agri. Into then ye be first why yankas ye be to me a producer and ye be added value to our natural things and sana ye they are called export markets. Into this is the thing. Then ye be first why ye be to me a promote your home as Africa and generate our own income to develop ourselves as a nation.
Yet was where the NHM 150 Mantem, 1 year 2 from a good year, Small Scale Mining Association, Ewa Apadincha West, May Simon was Ghana, buying said Chamfine excavators are buying what Jayano, one has one sabetimi aka. What the Sans and bringing out to Jabran, one UTV Cassia Bo Edin Como. Now, Drum Tneni Ed Macquay Collins, Kujo was start buying so one dear. A buying Ankasana Momu to Miss Woman Ye Jumanti. Say Kobana says excavator na Ghana bands what Jadia, not quite best no woman faso, and D woman Ejuma.
I inaugurate the Municipal Disaster Management Committee over the Coffin and the District Disaster Management Committee over the committee as established by Act 927 of the National Act as amended 2016. I empower the stakeholders who has a disaster prevention management in various districts in Akoso. Many say the district chief executive for Upper Densha West, Honorable Isaac Isia, and the MC for Upper Densha is Honorable George Anandekoma. They are very much intentional about disaster prevention, disaster management issues. Now, we call these two districts even though Sikasem with reference with common fund semi we to assembly to provide the funding. Not in Upper Densha East and Upper Densha West. Why enough the sorting of choke drains and dredging of river bodies Abuama floods are in June impact 9 cases he expects for this year or these two districts and we commend them highly. Yebo Honorable DC for Upper Densha West, Honorable MC for Upper Densha East, Ebo Honorable now yes now say Semra what you have to say the disaster management committees in their respective areas. One course 1 year na Rampini Mahamani reset agenda or the Abana intentional about disaster prevention, risk reduction, mitigation, any empowerment of the disaster victims and course no be and home Sunday at Trojanchem in Nimubia.
To see what the regional through the national would do for us to be able to at least relieve them small. Ever since we took over as NADMO, we have not received any relief item, but public education, radio, advert, together with Rich One, they help us to be able to educate the public, and then Commander 2 and his team are also helping. I went around with all the fire service, I went to them, went to ambulance services, went to my boss, the health directorate. We are all collaborating to be able to educate the people of Upper Densha West for prevention. Our purpose is for prevention. We don't want a situation where the incident will happen. Like I was talking about the flooding issues, those houses up to now, we have not gotten any relief item for them. So our objective now is to make sure the incident don't happen at all. But if it happens, then we go to the West State. So we are doing everything in our power to help. And I know with this committee, if we are able to integrate this committee, our emergency meeting, we have in the act that every 3 months we are supposed to meet with the region so that whatever challenges we have, we lay it with them so that if they have any support through national, they can support this committee. So I urge that this committee is supposed to be an effective committee, not just any other committee, but it's going to be a committee that if all of us bring on our effort, our ideas, we can help to mitigate disaster in Upper Densha West.
Yeah, kwa mano suna ya ni yense ntweni bright ewa bro be akwa akodi nkomo yenya ntie se wodi weni chem wonto asosu kuye no aguna so edusi asem kese bi esi sebe abrantie ba kwa bemu aba kwa opese wobu obi batugum nenso apaija ntie nua be ma bright ene betimi acheche nsem me nua be ma kwa abawie
ya nua me aba
okay ma yenhwe school ben Suezbu anase Suezco ne koso
yo Atem esi wo Suezbu Secondary School.
Okay.
Aguna Suezbu Secondary School, Suezbu. Mo atem ana me beken.
Okay.
Na emofra maku 25. Mo final year. Sisi ano, o ma suspend wo. Esa ante school no e wo tumi so mo starting school when starting no. O so mo suspension am dem mo no. Nyame ya dom na o mo time so number 2 exam na. Oma wofo ebedi sa emofe yachi e de oma ba school ma betro omo tro bia no de omo kokko se na that equity time on betro awi ene ko ba ni a year final year student ba kon ana okuhu ni yonko finance year student ana o propose no say ne te say openo no say o ye be ma me nso ye be ma na ye den na o be ma ba ti me pe abofre anfa anya tem o mo ana abrantie a o si ni pe ya tan ba biu ato me ka tiri enti o ma me mo e papa enti we ma bo abrantie na ye step nti for ball ni na wo kwa manye se esuma ti asema ka temi so opemi ana mo sa na ti dia any consider yes e waja na ye hwe ni bi ampani ampa o ga tena so asema ka che magia into ka tena wi na abrantie ya obeti ni pe ka tena sa na ti dia any den senior e wo school ati ye be ko na menu wa kwa kudi odo e school dan ni no nya wasi le peno ebo na bo amane se wasi yenko dansin mu dawi yenko di odogum enti me ko pe mu ni machi na mo ko he ni besi ampani afo kodu ho no abranti wasi ni pesta titi so abamu we ni
okay
ana ka chen so ngro ni ho no ne na on fa ne to ana so sisia no me yobe ma on so yobe ma me na wasi me penti me yoba enti wo be ma no wudi kan ro ho ata enti ogwa ni hu nyina wie ya wono be so ni nyonku imu awo ni draws na wafa ne to ni tui e ho na pe ana ne na hofo na wako mama ni nyina rashi e ye danti onu no e ya chewo na e de asem o be so be kan msa so mo bo na ma bo ken ni ma asem pe no kre ma se ne pe na bi ge ni nka me fa ne to na we ana abranti ya bu ni school hono house wa wo ye house 3
okay
ana nye wo see ni pencil house 1 enti house 1 for na abo house 3 wo mu nipa enti say 2 houses yi o man ti o mo ho ati ma me no ka sei ento kwa tesie esi wo Swagos secondary school a police for and a bear mo nya sa adianka that the chair any pentwa wo nya bear
that's it ni a wo kan esi wo campus honom
esi wo school
okay
if you school enti we ana eye school panimfo omo efre school fo nyina ba e no say na esi na yam pese school enu nyam be say enti sana te dia mo amoko ye ta di edia mu nyina wo 25 if na li koi ye ntumi nyam ntena eye school ha e mo akufie e wo sanke ye sakemo nanso school mena bi en what say yen sake school for me be to suspend them
okay
te fear na me no ka ya suspend them am go ku tena fi ya teta mo ba be to mo exams na wie me mo mera wo ho ne say the brother so ba be to exams ya e go say wo busuani o ma me na ba ka bi a de diwe ni kan de wo ba school mo be to exams o be tena ho ama o to exams na wie o wie a yen say nyo no atane na akọ okay me no ka say dan ko last 25 na de ya pound me na fi e so go secondary school wa enu any headmistress e kasa no o ka kire se eye no kure enya asemu a eye bosimuka ono ankasa wo ho ana ono ani di anim ene board ni di anim na mo ma sa decision no enya effect won kala ne so enti o fra me agwenya de a e koso e wa aguna so adu secondary school
so esco hodom minim right e bi esipen wo hodom ana se we ni ebre di kan
enu ya nchi mo e hwe ye ni kire se Swagos secondary school na nkasa no nya ho ne se e fa no efiri agro Swagos ana e fa no so firi eye kaasoa enti se asembi de besi no mo hwemu na ye kaasoafo na o ma ye bibia na kaasoafo na akọbọ kaasoa o student ne kaasoafo ni bi no ma ba beto ahye Swagos for nso pepe na Swagos so Swagos ni bi nso na ebibi no so akọbọ Swagos for ma no ma beto ahye eye kaasoafo nso
okay
eti ho na nkasa de eye entiasense da any school mo papa na so headmistress ne eye school penifo say ekwan mo mefa so ama asumdie eni pepe ye akoso ama e wo school mo ama wo mo a omo wo pepato besu ade no omo be ma omo sa akwanya no ama omo timesu ma ade akọ omo ntra ho ma sabi entam funi sa entim tu be enkoso school mo
okay
enti we de bibia di kan si mo ben na sa sabi tumu atem we de we ni ade ni di kan a SEO Agona Swell Secondary School.
Okay, Bright we ma yenase ne wa manebo. Ti Bright ewa brobe de yekotie na manebo fi Agona Swell ne ekoso honom na ye de ani chemu nsɛmfoforo so. Mrahye bedwene tema East Abaton Persia so Isaac Ashai Odamten wo kasa wo che Ghana ban se we de bremu de achechefo a wo mo agent tie train teachers won hwɛ se betimi de wo mo kopie mu ewo ankrankro so ku sane be betimi aboa na adesua ne adekyerɛ so etimi afa no ntuma pa e de efra.
Ewon samtrofo enhyiamu a wofra ye wokumase na owura akwasia de adodo na afra no odike eda na de se Dr. Adutum wo hwe ne nimdia wowo ba bia wosua de akodro eniam ahodo a watimi aye eni mposo obeye soafo a wo hwe oman no enwomasua so a de otimi ye no bibia de se Ghana bakosemu wo ye onipa soronko a wo ye adwuma ye na ne niam oye nyina nso mfaso wo so edema oman no eno nti no so obo Dr. Adutum abaso oso hwe akanie su eni akanie hunhuma wowo ena de waye musue hu na wanya ena MPP sa amanyoko nso wo ma de cropot yo de kyekere ye no wo gidie wom na da ne da wotime de ye adwuma boa amanyoko no eno nso nti no no susu se ebra MPP amanyoko ni wom de se wo hwe enipa o ma sorry a wo mo prepare so mutu franka edema NPP amanyoko no a Dr. Yaw Osei Adutum ejina brane wono nko atene ho pa enti se MPP 40 mi koyi na ebeboa ma fi 2028 aba wo mo kono wo mo betimi ede nkonim ewom
MPP fo ebesrem se mu koyi obi amunyi obi a de dika no ne ho dwo a ne hu ni asem a obetimi aboa ma Ghana nkyekere no akonanim na me makwase ade de misusu se o mo de ma yewura ditwuma edem ne kekan wa bia ni na brabom e na wo hwe on educational front enyama wa ya enu bi na China for ye ya TVET ene STEM and China for their transformer Wumukrona and technology. Akonanima airborne. The message MP for say, so we want Timenia, we consider Naka, you will reach more Kangubino. Omotion and Nahobra Sian Bibiana come from one. Na Yania Yakopreno, Yanya cream of the cream of leaders. Me Kobi. Me assure saying this for so, we didn't do a press conference. Ubia there by Beckham was a message say. Omani ya bre ebre bi se ye nyina sore waka na obi a oso oba bi di o man nim no ye nya ya interrogate no ye hwe se ampa obetimi di nka bomu aba ena bebo ama Ghana for ntuma pefra
na krakra mu no orodi kefa akwanya ne so edeto Ghana ban enim se anamo akodo bi a wo tu se de be ya boko entokwa brane no anu betimi abrase no won keka no ho no nsem kena pa
transen se wo hwe boko nsensem a ekoso akunkumakunkun a epia ba fom ano a se mu bi yetra sidin na ye se emfa e ho a sabi na ye ne o man na ni yi yenim who is the next person etu madaroma munya amfo anu ntum na president de obeya ebebo ama boko nsensem na twa no se de ono age to no so no ontu anamo ese fata na entokwa ne mrafo sa kwan na so no o she ebo se galamse oba obe presi a ban on it apart from say nsuo ni ekwaye no amsa ewo makache a poison national threat insecurity ma we no as a political leader na osam dem anutum na kwan a yewura mama o share bo say oba ode temporary hold up e wo galamse activities ebeba amaya ye mining auditing ya hwe omu a omukuta krata na enso omu ni enhye so na yasa roll out a new scheme ebebo ama yensuo ni ekwaya ese no keso ate
Enti we yensema papani kwanche for kofa by the ma UPP amanyoko no akwesi ade odike wade to MPP amanyoko manim se ne abato ne ne tie bia nipa baako ya obetimi aboa ejina MPP amanyoko no eye Dr. Yaw Osei Adutum yabo na afa yede amabo ya pemso ede ni akyem wonsem foforo so asante mantem so afọ ya Dr. Frank Amwakohene wo pani akasa ya wo kyese inu apetu ma akra wo se wate nsem bi ya etwego social media so aba be trend na ensem nyina ne se nia wote nyina ne se wo manfo kasa an asrafo na afeso wone ye aposifo a wo bo ban age ban e wa sanko mining and sase so tontokrom wono minister se nyame ya adoma wo hyebo se ne tie bia no wo beyi asrafo ne aposi efiri honom wo so wo te ne yam hye ne pa wo se egu na sintobro wo se nyaade akwa bia so wo betimi etu anamo bia ti se da yentie ne nsam
Asante mantam soafo omunyamfo Dr. Frank Amwakohene eden sema tudwa wo kyerem se naano ya emebunu ene adehye be free tontokrom a no wa amanse mpatam bebia Asanko Mines adwumakuo no etu sika kokoro mo de petition beja no wonka ne bebia se asojafo asrafo ne apolisifo a ewo Asanko Mines no omu emfiri ho nemum de oka no se Regional Coordinating Council ene mpanyimfo ene emebunu ene nananom ene afi mpanyimfo mo da Asanko Mines no shia no masinkunya no makansem na yie atoyie enti Asante mantama soafo kyeremu a enya ade a wahye se asojafo free Asanko Mines enmanim ya.
There's an issue what on to krum on some mining concession be enti youth no the petition you know by ba go free ahemfo ho ana ebisu free youth no ho ne by normal issues from the chiefs you know say one almost a concession no omo say Asanko Gazette and Asanko dia. 2. Simple ya Asanko dia. Say engage you with resettlement and some other issues which heard more and by. Youth know somehow they say no my Jumaya mining for years. And to say Asanko 2 or more. I have no man can your bed who Frank Jumama jobless and a military presence over honor. And so almost say some time back a military bahono confrontations to see ma akoye when juma basabasa yesi or more at the petition about material. I'll have to listen to the side of Asanko, then also get Minerals Commission to let us know the real concession owners. The mom who say men come for a report banner say concession here Asanko dia, then here as a government here limited. The only thing we can do is say Asanko for Bekasa Nebioma CD a certain portion of a concession at the Ama community. No, but also catch up say a military team, ne police team, or no Bekasa say, or more no making sure so no mouse in Diabaho pending see between my resolve issue because I don't want that situation that occurred in the past where there was a clash between the youth and the military team a war a honum.
Enwechi osachire mu se emebunu ene adeshi omo wotontonkrum no mo mfa emra enhye omo nsem enye bibia kopem se empanyimfo ebeka asem no awie
ene bium zaka job se pending se ye be frɛ Asanko no wakasa ne afra community ni Asanko together to resolve issue no mem pese omo beko back ne beko kwati gidigidi bia se confrontation whatsoever ewo ho de ebesere timamfo ma frɛ team no youth na ya agree no machia yeah, what's any money? Yeah, between Asanko Swashia, now Asanko and then the community, no, and then RCC between machine yet to resolve the issue, no. Between now and then, yeah, but so will be other family, and the action in some alcohol was also confronting security personnel, or no confronting police and military. Yeah, pet any clash. We are youth now, yeah, Timamuni or her now, but today, whilst these issues are being resolved by the RCC with support from the respective sectors.
National organizer Edema MPP Amanyoko Henry Nanabuache na washasi ye wo kasa wone na no wodeni emu epie wone 1 wone 2 wone 3 no wode ko Edema IGP ni aposi force nyame ya adom ye kwa akoto by elections e wakweti abaton pehia so we poemantemo se wo manhwe ntimi anyire bambo mo pampe dia MPP Amanyoko no edemra ene bambo be so mo nsem
You go down as the worst IGP ever. The level of insecurity is becoming alarming. Yet, we see Abdullah not proper. You go down as the worst IGP ever. Now, social media, you now appreciate has to be and one year I wanted the national party and you saw the regional party. Now regional party for another 4 years the national party is fully prepared to do so. Your boy say you're not so regional party anymore. Now regional party come out the 4 and yet you are and then we are and then you got King Solomon Kwame Asumadu Mr. Apatiamai. What you mean, what coming in Papua, and then you're not Apatia and President. And then you're not the President, ever a Punyan for you. Now, make time and play and didn't tell you what 2024 the year they get by. Now, we're running for the Yaman and you're doing you know who are having that. I could now be a yet 10 year again. Now, make a sample of the Archimedes to the cassette. Everybody here also about the Twaba. This is a brand of Twaba, not the opportunity. Never yes, so say, Jama, Abdekuma North in tea. Me pa, let's go there. Oh, sorry, I know part you feel for police station for Twaba. Could you be any other? Obi a part of the pro. Say, obedient to Papa. Yes, the police ready. Of the independent. Now, who wait me about Twaba the Apetia passenger, 20 passenger, 40 passenger, 50 passenger, Atama passenger, or my Ubia passenger. The number of Ubia part to traffic Ubia, that's what about the movement.
Ghana phobia shasia ya watcha wadwene se wo ya abofra na wonya afihia donwotwa woni akwanya ese obetimi enya social media account bi to say Facebook and as X tetene ye friend Twitter, Snapchat and as Instagram, TikTok, YouTube account. Adwenche na beto montene so na ehu hie sanse social media trend na ba no bie no na mofra ne bi suban ne bra ye da ne die emayewe bi mpokwa bi na ejinejina so mrantie bi otofesta na asefo nti kwada no kwa ade e wose osua no wontimi nsua na afia kwaba ne se enuoma bone ne wo hwe ne wo hwe na no ne beto odwa se Australia man no a kire se wo ya abofra ya wonya mfehye dunsia ne Instagram na asefo wontimi nya akwanya se ubenya account anam so ema UTV kase boye Simontene so ye ne omanfo be di nkomo bi so mo se Ghana ha de efihye dun wotwe ase honom na ye ka hwasem ese fata edimu se wo betimi nya account na adwentoato na ba ye ne ebi enie
social media sengola because akwala from 8 years that's what social media la social media nyama bebre koso asaidia koso inti akwala from 8 years up to 18 years ko social media la enye minim sanka phone die akwala be kura phone na ode koye na assignment. Now one thing about it, teacher phone crack can be like say am social media na di he. Obe ma akola work ama na be ye no. O se na ko search. Research akola kito the research ye den. Enkan mi hu e ko school na research bi anu so na yesua de pepepe. Into what is research? And also count na esen kola no. Ense say akola bi akra phone. Me fa ne say me ba kra phone. Me nti America sa ne say. Won say me workshop ameti he. Say obi beto ade no. Okita phone hwe phone ne so. Just what my friend is obi to the answer na sorry. Meanwhile na emwa. Tim the social media de ka men kwan ka muntwetwem.
Na nkanya de boni. Nanso enyema bi ekoso social media sisi ano. Esen kwala. Ghana mrano e kire se akwala no du 18 years a odini hu. Me feel say 18 years no. Majani life amano. Do se me hwe no kra na he's matured to take a decision.
Many bi wo hono mo a aya na ntwa yie obehu se empanifo didi empanifo atem we filthy words yes anso ana ye ma no omusua ene niema basa enemu nsam ne niema aya na omokeka ye mre no sa niema no na ye nimu sa ye nyi ye kura ansa na eye hu niema bidin enso ne akola eketu akura nimsa ne ma we nyina di
first no na nkwala nyusu phone by ne o ya mo so mo di sua de
nti the man na o phone o da ne man no so de sua de a ni ono be enim no so ni we we school be 90s na ene 2000 modern Ghana nti but enye ene omo eroro mo ho ne Facebook no bibia wo so TikTok we ko obi eroro ne ho no de da ho nti ni ebe ka ne se so mo bit me twam de ankeye we say Ghana mra no started from 19 years until they are at least by 19 18 cry okay
back to why you John 13 years otumi hwe enyama bi wo phone so a manyinje ho mada no na we yi phone na ohwe mi mado manyinyim nyinso mada na ohwe nti me to me di enye ase nkwada no pa 20 years is na adwuma egbe 10 years 13 years na adwuma mbwe nti ohwe da manyama na enye ma no 20 years die onyim papa onyim bwane.
Ebusua ye gina we so ni ahomeso ye ba ansam aka ye de beto aso e de amam ye ba sisi anko bebia.
Kasiye boy eye Ecobank adaroma and waso yasene ama yede bro.
Yasama munye na akwa babiem e de ba ye kase ebopono so ye pem so de ani achemu epoe mantem dwedefo ye a wom adu krom dwom e ne wode ato dwa che se bremu de nije kase pa wom hu nnwom ne osebo a woto e de ama etiempem hene ye wom pesua no so na akosua woka wo kire se tete no na nkadwa no atete apra pansama se kontebe nyankopon cha de oba besiesie de amomo a ama dwede ekonenim pa wom de sansam wonyina to dwa bra na woni UTV kase ebo edin komo.
The market isn't just for the women, it's also for the men to come in and sell their products, and most especially the young people to have a hope in the future, and for them to come in and maybe shadow some of the other businesses so they can start their own business. It should not be me doing this by myself. This should be the entire community. So that's why I mentioned the 3 different groups: the traditional council, the assembly, the community. So the community should not expect people from outside to come in and do everything. We build together or we don't build at all. So we come and invest, but we're investing in the community that's investing in themselves.
Market here baby ama yenya space nso aka ho. Na nanom ahye se omo ne yenya beka bom na efiada marketer na edima brode no ye besan de ababa. Obi a owe kwapem nyaa nim se brode market fiada no na we duko. Enti omo de beba. Yenye hanko a your market a yesi ne fofo nso ebiro. And the buying and it's me here. I am say, Midday. Say, sir, market job bo and ye air co. Cause I bojo jay and a bois na chromunso economy no ecoso. Ye no new quayon and am. And ye so ye be bois or can be so a buying Emma inputs near dear. Ye best say ye no mebon to say yem fat ye won't share. Quayon mutitu. Esa nse wo hwe ne ekoso wiase afene nyina ene America sisi o china na ntokwa wa ha o china we sisi no ebedu mre bi a esese yan ye hwe ye ho
na mu nsie se dwa yi no na ehuwa na je se dwa no achia iti from akase bi bokra ebetumi ebubu eguye so ena esu no so atutu ene e kase nkrofo no mre dwa no so a omo so omo mma iti no first mbone ha kese we so say dwa no obi e dwa woni fie intense no mebe market ne wa no ti say omunya bibi na omunya e no mo ba ha
dwa de no de na nipa mienu miensa bi pe asese de yesese fi se nyame be adom ne ma nyina be ye kama ti say da no na pe me ba ha no chese be ye yi ye strempani for say omomo e san say e be gya ye ne ma na wa ha the security need to me ye adwuma kese won ye wa ha ye ma be boa ye na okromfo bi anan pabonefo bi amehaye
Penny Kwanche for ya wada Ghana Tourism Authority anoma mefa waja to akwa akosra onyumtuni bema ho fefo icon kese pa Charles Kojofo sododo na friend Daddy Lumba ebusua de ya consumption nsem dia ma ebusua na ma mefa waja to wakasa na watch say deal yobi a wo pe no nwumbra na wote ase besi ne kra ne nwum da so etwen ewo ne tim wose eba ne eyie ho nwum a Lumba bobi odo ho nwum abrabo se ne obesi abonafa wo give up kra na se wo pa ba wa abrabo em kra na wo panwum ebetimi ahye wo de na ahye nkran a okọ Daddy Lumba album no mo abenya bi etie nti wasere busua ne se ebre mu odin sei no wo cheche wo mure.
Ghana Tourism Authority under the ministry was actually or is actually going to celebrate High Life at 100 this year, and he was one of our major stars that we're going to feature for High Life at 100, and this is something that we'll miss. We'll really miss him because he was on our plan. You know, it's unfortunate, but hey, like I said, my minister, Honorable Jifa Gomashi, is going to call all of us and make sure that we do something to remember him. It's a really sad time for me right now to even come to his home at this time. When I heard the sad news on Saturday, I didn't believe it. I thought it was one of those social media hooks, you know. Then gradually it dawned on me that it is true. So honestly, I am so sad. But when it comes to my fondest memory of him, I used to go for his shows, you know, every year at the National Theatre. So I'm a Lumba fan, but I don't sing, so don't ask me to sing. I'm a Lumba fan, yeah. And I've always enjoyed his lyrics. I've enjoyed his style. And of course, because he lived abroad for a long time, he was more of an ambassador to Ghana. Yeah. You know, he was a recognized Ghanaian living abroad. He was an ambassador. He sold Ghana through his music, yeah. And Ghanaians appreciate him for that. Ghanaians love Lumba. We love him. We love his genuineness, you know, and his lyrics. Sure. And I believe that we will always remember him. He was different. He was very different, and we will always remember him.
Ewiema yenamu nyina ase na yenyina wesu kase bone yemfansi wo hase na medi aseda ma TMC Fashion Center for wo amasaman abiase se woto wo boase dwudwa am style FSC se ewia premtobre kase bo yenkenkan na yemfanso Ghana de hye nyina nti mesrew bebia wo bia ne se wo ye oba na se bema wo patadia edimu dwabo biase TMC Fashion Center bepam na afi wadi amount afi me dia seda biom ekwa ama Ecobank o ma yade sika papa de wunya ti se Ecobank ye twe boase product ahodo e wonyina no ye cheche mu kama de ma se ne be ya wo sigina ye sika sam hwehwe ya obehu gina ya wo sie ena wie me semu for penny production team na nka so ma ye dwumaden Prince obi mpebe maba yankopon sha bebe woni team nyina ma ye dwumaden edin a me jeso ene garaganton lady ohene wa kase ko wa hene yadamu nyina se ewie amamu anishe